And hello again, everyone. Welcome back. So, today I want to discuss just one more part of attracting that soulmate or the next love of your life. I truly believe there are more than one. You can be in love with many different times of your life. People come into your life for a reason. They come into your life to teach you certain things that you may need to learn, or for you to teach them certain things that they may need to learn. Different stages in our lives, right? We all have different stages, and there are different people that come to us for those different stages and during those different stages. So me personally, I don't necessarily believe in that one true love of your life. Some of you may experience that, and that's amazing. And some of you may never feel like you've experienced that. I feel like I have a couple times, and I look forward to that again. But one other step in the process of attracting what you are seeking, I discussed in the last Sunday's video that you need to learn to love yourself first. It's extremely important. In fact, even if you're not ready to attract that person into your life, it's extremely important to love yourself. The confidence that it can bring and the self-validation, that it brings is so amazing and so secure. And it's a great feeling to know that I don't look to the outside world for love. I look right here and in the mirror, right? It's not seeking from someone else. We don't need validation from other places. It's right here. And if you can get that right here, holy cow, you do not need anything to complete you, anyone to complete you. But when they come into your life, it just adds, and it's truly amazing. But the next step that I want to discuss is healing old wounds. That can be extremely difficult. It took me years, and it wasn't an easy process. And I want to discuss just how difficult it is. If you've been through divorce or breakup, heartache of any kind, you know the pain. And we tend to bury that pain. We tend to ignore it because it hurts. It sucks to have a broken heart. It is a terrible feeling to lose someone and feel like, I don't want to do this again. My journey's over. I have felt it. I have felt it hardcore, to where I just thought that was it. That was the love of my life, and I'll never find it again. And one thing that I recognized in myself once I started my healing journey was the fact that there were certain places, certain things, certain types of music that I totally pushed away because it hurt. It brought up memories. It brought up good memories. It brought up bad memories. It brought up pain, and I would ignore it. I quit listening to country music because it reminded me of when I was married. I, for years, would change the station and not listen to it. And, we're out in public with friends or whatever, and it starts playing, and I had the bad attitude of, oh, I hate this. I don't want to hear it. Certain TV shows, don't want to see them. Certain restaurants, don't want to go there because it brings up the memories, right? And it can bring up the pain. And so one thing that I learned during my healing journey was to just fall into it. It's okay if you hear a song and it makes you sad. It's okay if you see a movie again and it reminds you of good times that you had with a certain person that's now no longer in your life. Face it, lean into it, and feel it. It is so much better if you can bring that emotion up and that pain up and get it out and move on. It's part of healing old wounds, is just falling into the pain, falling into the fear of that pain. And another step that I took was seeking therapy. seeking out help, which is so very difficult to admit, right? We don't want to admit that we need help. We want to feel like I've got this on my own. And it took me years to seek that also. I think it took a good 5 years and a major heartache before I finally sought therapy. And once I did though, and we discovered what was buried deep down inside, my inner child is what I call that, and what kind of pain my inner child was facing and going through, I was able to heal all of those old wounds and continue to do so. It took me a couple years. So once I did that though, it was extremely powerful and much easier to move on and to really work on loving myself and discovering what I really want in a partner. So I challenge you all, the next step in attracting that soulmate is healing old wounds. If you can heal those old wounds, you may be triggered still, but know that it's okay. Listen to the songs that you hate because they hurt. Watch the movies that you hate because they bring up good or bad memories. Don't do it to where it triggers you extremely though, and it's, I understand some people are still going through some stuff, but if you feel like you're truly ready to attract that soulmate and this is something you really want in your life, it is so important to heal those old wounds. And it's so freeing. It feels so amazing to be able to see my ex-husband, who totally hurt me, right? Pretty good. And I don't have hard feelings for him. I don't have that pain anymore. I am happy for him. We can joke. We can be friendly. And there's none of that hard stuff. There's no hard feelings. There's no pain anymore. There's no hate. Which hate comes from a place of pain, right? And fear. And something that we see in ourselves, so we project it onto others. And there's none of that anymore since my healing journey. And it's amazing. It's such an amazing feeling. So the next step again is to heal those old wounds. So love yourself, heal those old wounds, and start attracting that soulmate. Thank you, and I will see you tomorrow.